How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about creating the life that you desire. No matter what you're struggling with, if you want to shift into a different experience, this is going to be the episode for you, because we're going to talk about how you can create a vision and then make that a reality. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. All right, well, we're going to do another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you were surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So this is something that I have been thinking about a lot. It's just with so much going on in the world. You can think about maybe the economy, maybe things at your work, or you can think about the advancement of technology. Like what's going to happen with artificial intelligence, what's going to happen with our jobs, what's going to happen with our health. Like there's so many things that have us doubting what is possible. And so I was thinking about this, and I'm like, how do we create abundance? Whether it's financial abundance, how do you create a life that is magnetic, that you desire, that you truly want? Like, how do we do that when it seems like everything that's happening is going to make it impossible for us to do that? Poverty is everywhere. People are struggling. The cost of goods is shooting up. Like, how do we do this? How do we compete? How do we make ourselves abundant? And I realized that if we believe in these laws of the universe, they are true regardless. It doesn't matter the state of the economy. It doesn't matter the state of your country. It doesn't matter. If you create a vision, the law of attraction has to work. If we truly believe in this law, then it has to work despite what is going on. It has worked always up until this point, and nothing man-made is going to stop it from having its effect. The ability to create, the ability to expand cannot stop if your vision does not stop. So I think there's some power in letting go of the brakes, in letting go of the can't that is so circulating in the world right now, and really embracing the what if, the yes I can, the power within you. What would happen if you truly set a vision of who you want to be, and then every decision you made, every thought you processed, every action you took was in alignment with that version of yourself? What would happen? I think there's two benefits from doing this. One, the law of attraction. You can create this experience that you want. You can have the things that you want. You can feel the way that you desire with this law. But there's a second one, and this is the one that truly matters. When you master your ability to be in a frequency that you desire, to be in an energy that you desire, you can use that for healing. You can use that to pull yourself up to the love frequency despite what is going on externally. This physical world is happening for us. This experience, this Earth School is for us to learn, for us to grow, for us to heal, for us to expand. That's what it's for. It's not for you to have a certain car. It's not for you to have a certain house. It's not for you to have a certain job or status. Those are things that you can do here depending on the time that you are experiencing in this world. That's not what it's here for. You are here to grow. So your ability to feel a certain way is not challenged. Your ability to have peace within cannot be taken away no matter what is going on external, because it is a personal perspective. It is an internal state of being that allows you to feel a certain way. In fact, the more struggle that's in front of us, as you grow through it, the more powerful you will become. So many people are on this planet right now. Billions, I think like 9 billion people are here. There's so much energy. Energy matters. The way we feel matters. The frequency that we operate in matters. Everything else is secondary to that. The new car coming out, the new technology coming out, the financial crisis that's happening, of course, those can affect you if you are not putting your energy where it needs to be. If you just start today trying to create something and then the world makes a major shift tomorrow, you did not create enough momentum or belief in what it is that you're trying to do to withstand that change. That is why you have to start building now. Abraham Hicks had this analogy about, the what if, I can't do this because what if this happens? And one thing that she brought up was that the expansion, having everything you want. And someone said, what do you do if you're about to do something and then you get in a car accident? How do you avoid it? It's like, how purposefully were you setting your intention on safe driving? How purposefully were you setting your intention on your personal well-being? Or did you just get in a car and drive? It's the same as if you jumped out of an airplane and you're falling and you realize you go to pull the parachute and it's not there. You have to start creating now. There's momentum in changing frequency, but here's the thing. We think what happens on this earth is what truly matters. It does not. What matters is what's happening internally. That's why we have to focus on creation, on focusing on expansion into the energy that we desire. Stop worrying about the negative in the world. When we focus on the negative, we expand it. Remember, we are both the observer and creator. We create what we observe. So what you're focusing on expands, and it doesn't just apply when you want it to. These universal laws are not going to stop ever. The world will try to pivot and try to make you to focus on certain things. It's not that it's good or evil. That's just what it is. It's your opportunity to grow through them. So what life do you truly want? What experience do you want to have? It is up to you. It is up to you to decide how you're going to feel. It's not going to happen immediately. You can't just say, okay, well, I want to be positive. I don't want to focus on the negative. I want to be a peaceful person, and then think that you're just going to be that day one. You're going to have to go into the things that would normally trigger you, the things that would normally take you out of the element that you desire, and then work there. That's why this experience is school for you, because all the negative things that you observe as negative, that you don't want to do, are opportunities for you to grow. So when you go to work and that normally puts you in a negative mood because maybe it doesn't pay enough, maybe the people you work with are not good to work with, whatever the reason it pulls you down, when you go to work, that's your opportunity to grow. You start practicing gratitude because you are saying to the world that I am not going to reflect and only be in the energy that you put me in. I'm going to observe that. I'm going to grow from that. And then I'm going to pull myself into the frequency that I desire. And every difficult thing, every piece of tension, every roadblock that you put in front of me is for me, because that's what I'm going to do. I am an adventurer. I'm somebody that is on a mission for growth. When you wake up, set that intention. When you wake up, spend just a few moments imagining yourself succeeding in a beautiful way. It doesn't mean that you're going to have this vision of having $1 billion and then you're going to go buy a lottery ticket and win it that day. That's not what this is about. It's about raising your frequency to become. The repetitions, the consistency in that state is what will make it a reality. You have to be abundant. You have to do well because you're part of the change. That's why you're looking at this stuff. That's why you listen to this podcast. That's why you look up this stuff online. That's why you read the books, because you are part of the wave that is going to change the world for the better. Your frequency, just by raising yourself up, is going to make an impact. People feel you. People feel me. People feel each other. We are the change. So set a vision that matters. Imagine yourself being abundant in all ways so that you can give that to the world. You deserve to receive it, and you deserve to have it flow through you so that you can give it. So let's be intentional and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you some positive energy for the day. And if you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below that will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you want to join the Positive Mindset Facebook community, I have a link for that as well. We're coming together, we're having some conversations, and it's just been a great time getting to know those of you that listen to the podcast and just having some live chats. I really enjoy it, and I'm thankful for that. Also, if you've been thinking about talking to somebody and you want some counseling, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp, and they are a great resource if you're looking for an affordable way to speak with a licensed professional. There's a link down below. You actually will save 10% off because you're a Positive Mindset listener. And if you can't click the link, you can go to www.betterhelp.com/Henry G. That's HENRYG. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.